We're now going to start working with inequalities. And an inequality is a mathematical sentence that includes a less than, greater than, a less than or equal to, a greater than or equal to, or a not equal to symbol. And all those symbols there are listed in that paragraph. I want to go over what each of them mean here. So this first one here, this first statement right here, says the following. It says that 3 is less than 5. Kind of obvious, right? This one says 6 is greater than 4. This says 6 is greater than or equal to 6. This one says 4 is less than or equal to 7. This last one here says 4 is not equal to 3. Now I know those are all really obvious, but when we get to solving inequalities with variables or representing them with variables, it'll get a little bit more complicated. So let's do that next page. So let's say you want to represent an inequality here for each of these. It says here, a number b is less than 12. So all we're going to do is we're going to write down b. It's less than 12, so that means it's smaller than 12. And the arrow points to the smaller one. So that's b is less than 12. A number c is greater than negative 34. So c is going to be greater than negative 34. A number g is not equal to 7. It's just going to be then g is not equal to 7. So really it's about reading the language carefully. So in these ones here, still setting up inequalities, a number f is at most 23. So f is at most 23. So that means everything else is, if it's at most 23, f could be any value that's less than or equal to 23. And one way to check this is just by plugging in a number. Does 22 work? A number 22 is at most 23. Well, 22 is less than 23, so that works. 24 wouldn't work because it would be over 23. The speed limit is 65 miles per hour. That means 65 miles per hour. And let's say the speed limit is, let's just call it S. Speed limit is 65 miles per hour. That means you can go 65 miles per hour, or you can go less than 65 miles per hour, but you can't go higher than 65 miles per hour. So for these here, again, setting up inequalities, the bill B was more than $20. So that means that the bill is going to be more than $20. So we can set this up $20 here, B. It's more than $20, so that means it's going to be $30 would be a solution. $10 wouldn't be a solution. So just test those out. This last one here shows that the inequality symbol, the letter doesn't always have to be on the left-hand side. So 30 is more than the letter Y. So 30 is more than the letter Y. So if 30 is more than the letter Y, then everything else is less than. So Y, it could be less than that. Is it 28 less than 30? Yes. Is 40 less than 30? No. So I know it needs to point in that direction. So really this is all about translating these things into mathematical representations.